Welcome to BB on Blast with Lindsay and Gaz live from the Odyssey. How are you, Gaz?
Oh, very well.
I'm not even letting you introduce yourself.
I'm rearing to get going on this exciting week of BB Can.
You're rearing or raring?
Rearing. Rearing.
This episode is sponsored by Volvic Mineral Water because we drank too much last week. But we're okay at the start, and theoretically we're okay at the start again now.
Yeah, and I haven't brought myself to listen to the worst bit of last week.
So we're doing the same thing that we did last week. We both watched the first 2 episodes, and then we're going to watch the 3rd episode soon.
Yeah, and we have it on very good authority that something big is going down.
We're going to be shook.
Shook deep.
We got a message from Arissa saying we're going to be shook when we see the DE. Like, we're proper, like, we're mates now, all right?
We're on the inside.
And then we're just like, don't tell her! Don't tell her.
We haven't watched it yet. La, 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 la.
We're so professional. Like, we don't want the scoop. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah, and we don't because of you. We want to have fresh reactions for you guys.
We do. We want
the blastoids.
The blast-offs. Anyway, so they recapped what happened in the last episode, and I couldn't remember anything, even though we'd podcasted about it and I listened to Sister speak about it.
Do you remember what Dre said she was going to do?
What?
Dre said she was going to grow my hair and dye it red.
Oh, yeah.
Now, she hasn't done that yet, has she?
No.
But I was wondering, like, how far is she going to get with this? Because apparently, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about hair this week, and your hair only grows half an inch a month, so she's not going to get very far with that, is she?
No, she's going to take her till Big Brother Canada 8 to do that, and it might be cancelled by then, I've heard. I heard the ratings are low for Big Brother Canada, but I think it's just because people are watching it all from different countries, aren't they? Probably Canadians don't know what's good for them.
Yeah, that's true.
And also it's beaming down from space, so there could be a problem with the ratings from that.
Satellite delay.
Yeah. The ratings will come through in the next light year. So the announcer guy said, could things get any more camp? And they all sat around the campfire. When he said that, I wasn't looking. I was like, what's he saying? And then I saw them all on the defensive.
They've done that before, haven't they? I'm sure they've had a campfire thing before.
Possibly.
Kenny's year, maybe.
And then they said about William being maitre
de la maison.
I'm glad you said
Which is the, I said, is that the MDLM then?
What?
HOH.
Oh, right.
Apparently it's that maître de la maison.
That doesn't work as well, does it?
Not really.
So, what else? Oh, yeah, it was the end of that. They showed the end of that competition where William won. I thought that something looked interesting when they showed that, when William won. Did you see the housemates, like, sat on the bench and who looked happy and who didn't look happy? It was like there was a line down the middle.
Was it like only Dre that looked happy?
Yeah. No, Karen looked happy as well.
Karen's joined that side. She's really sort of making it known that she's on their side this
I don't
week
blame her. Well, the others have got no respect for her. She hates Kevin.
That's true, and she's lost Gary now.
Oh, no.
Sad.
Oh, Gary. I was watching some of those videos on that Lemon person's
right.
page.
Not pre-jury
yeah,
flop.
it's that person. Yeah,
it's good, isn't it?
He or she has got some good videos on there.
How do they must sit there and watch that live feed all the time.
Yeah, they had like Karen slagging off Kevin and stuff and saying he was the devil, and it was proper. She
called someone the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, it was funny. And Kevin was like slagging off some like arts and crafts that Karen was doing, and she got really angry with it.
But they were sat around the table and they were like, making food or something.
It was funny. I like that. So,
Karen does let her things be known
just
though.
A bit.
When it was like she was trying to get the shoes and she was like, because Cindy's not a bitch.
Yeah. Karen's brilliant.
I love Karen. She's one of my top faves.
And also, who's gonna actually go after Karen? Like, who's gonna waste their HOH going after Karen?
She's gonna be there till the end then.
I had a question for you later, but I might as well ask it now then.
Yeah.
Do you think Karen is one of the best older housemates
ever?
Like,
yes,
are we
internationally.
talking internationally and UK?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so as well. She must be in top 5.
She's really funny, and she keeps getting the comedy music.
Because normally older housemates are like, they're a letdown, aren't they? Or they're embarrassing, and not in a funny way.
I don't know. I always like them, but the British public don't. They don't last very long, do they? In our Big Brother.
No. Oh well.
But I do.
Oh, James thingy did. James C.
Yeah, exactly. Why though? He's got nothing on
why.
Karen.
No,
mind you, he's also about triple her age. Karen's not that old. Karen's only 53.
Yeah, true.
She's old amongst them, but she's not that old.
Think of your mother. So Bruno started being worried, saying he has no personal or gang connection with William. Well, you should have a gang connection with someone or a person. You should have
at least
got
one
to
of
know
them.
him by now. Yeah. Why have you not spoken to him by now?
Well,
Bruno's got a great social game. Well, apparently not. If he's got no, you should have a connection with everyone in that house.
That's true.
To survive.
On some level.
They think they're just going to like steamroll the whole house, but no. Sometimes the other side is going to win. Admittedly, not very often, but occasionally.
Yeah, and you should be thinking in the early stages that you're going to need a connection with everyone at some point. So
Yeah,
you should,
exactly.
if it's not personal, it should be game, right?
Exactly. So then the next bit I've got is Dylan was having a strop. He was,
in the storeroom.
He was sulking and knuckle dragging and... Oh, yeah, he said he had 400 in his head, but he wrote down 550. Why?
I still wouldn't have won. Because I've learned by the rules of these tasks, if you are under but don't go over, you're the winner. I don't actually think it's very fair at all.
It's like Wheel of Fortune, isn't it? That's the rule on that too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you can't go over.
It doesn't seem fair to me. Like, I would be mad because Dylan was closer.
If they tell you up front those are the rules, then those are the rules. Get the rule book out, sort it out, no problem. And so Dylan's going, I'm so mad right now.
And he said that was his HOH to be won. Well, evidently not.
God, imagine if he had. Oh, that would be awful. I've written Bruno and Dylan, the balding bunch. Did you see how bald Dylan is? He doesn't look that old to be so bald.
I don't know how old he is, but...
He looks like 25 or something, do you think?
Well, Emily describes him as completely perfect or something. I was wondering, has she seen his hair? Has she seen him from sideways in a white t-shirt? Like,
God, so disgusting.
I mean... It's rude to call him Shrek on Shrek, isn't it, really?
But hold on, before we get to that. Ica was trying to go after Jackie, saying she's playing the middle and hopping from side to side. But there's no middle left, really. Do you think there is even still a middle? Because Ica and Dimitri's always say they're in the middle. Well, I'm not sure there even is a middle at this stage.
They're still keeping their foot in both sides, though, in a way, via
options are
Ica.
Open. So Ica's complaining that Jackie's doing that, but Ica does that as well, in a way.
But Ica, yeah, that's true, actually.
But Ica's more entertaining, so it's
and
fine.
she's gaming better than Jackie ever could. I don't know.
Jackie doesn't do anything.
No, exactly. It's okay. I forgive Ica for it because I like her.
Exactly.
And she's entertaining.
We like Ica. So Ica said to Dimitri, do you think Canada hates us? And he said, I don't give a shit.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. I was so... why do they think Canada hates them?
But I don't know why, actually.
Well, I heard that some people don't like Ica because she's older than Dimitri. Who gives a fuck? Mind your own business.
She don't like,
exactly.
it doesn't look, you can't tell.
Exactly.
But then Dimitri said, I don't care at all. And then he's like, you know what? Canada never hates the winner.
Oh, yeah, that was
thought,
interesting, yeah.
Just wait, because it will come.
Yeah.
we hate our winners,
We hate
don't
most of our winners. That's a very good point, though.
We had Aaron Allard Morgan, who got booed when he won, and don't forget the most hated housemate of all time, Helen Wood.
I have hated almost every winner of BBUK and Celebrity Big Brother ever, apart from Gary Busey.
I had an equal chic
from
earlier in the episode, and although it does run throughout the episode, it was Karen dressed as airport ground staff from the past. She was wearing a red tank top.
Was she?
Yeah, equal chic.
I missed that.
With a red tank top with like a button-up shirt underneath.
Was it nice?
No, she reminded me of like...
You tell me if it's equal
like
chic.
the airport stuff from like that were in Home Alone, Lost in New York, like back in the day,
Right,
early 90s, late 80s.
Don't remember this. So
it wasn't very cool.
Oh, is it eek?
It's eek.
But it's Karen. Come on, give her a break.
But she can do like chic.
I've noticed Karen's got very like long eyelashes lately. Like looks like she's got false eyelashes on.
Maybe. Borrowed them off Marsha.
Probably Gary left them. Gary or Marsha. I heard exit interview with Gary on Robbers and podcast. I
listened to that as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Sent me the link.
And then Gary was like, oh, it's fine. I'll just go back to being fabulous. That was good. He's like, I just want to be on TV more.
I wanted to be on TV more too.
Crap. So, Dre was saying who what's his face she go after, Frenchy boy. She said, she's wearing a panda onesie. I like that. I'm giving that the shake. That was nice.
I haven't seen a onesie in Big Brother for a while.
No, they are a bit, out of fashion, but still, they're a bit behind on the Odyssey. So Dre said she wanted to go after Kevin, Bruno, or Sindy.
Sindy?
Yeah.
I missed that.
I'd missed that too, even though I've got it written down. And then Dre said Bruno says he wanted to put me and William up, but William didn't really seem keen to go after Bruno, did he? Because of his relationship with Kevin, I guess. Was it?
Yeah, which is funny because William did nominate Bruno when they had the nominations in the bridge.
Oh, but it was secret.
Yeah,
so
that's
Kevin
true.
wouldn't know about that.
No. It all comes out in the end, though, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. So Ica was basically trying to persuade William and Dre not to put Bruno up. And then she went out to speak to Bruno and she's like, hey, I just saved your ass there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she did. She did actually.
That was actually very good gameplay from Ica.
Ica's
She's doing well.
Has been really good.
Much better than she was last time.
Oh, God, a million.
I watched that clip of her, like, shredding the letters.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't give a fuck about anyone.
She was going out then anyway. She's on the block. But yeah, and then Bruno's like, oh, I owe you one.
Yeah, he does.
She's like, Bruno never forgets if you do him a favour.
He's like an elephant. What about this conversation between Dre, Karen and William?
Go on.
When Karen was kind of making it clear that she was with that side of the house, and she was joking around with William, saying that people that have never spoken to you before will be up your ass far you won't see their feet.
Where is that? I've not got that bit here.
Really? That was classic.
Are you sure that's not...
you...
wasn't last week or something?
No.
That was good from her, though.
Basically, it's just like any other note on the gay scene, isn't it? People you don't know so far up your ass you can't see their feet.
I wouldn't know.
She goes... Get out of my butt.
Oh yeah, I did have
my derriere.
You're right, I do have get out of my butt. Written.
Get out of my derriere.
Oh yeah, you're right. I've totally skipped it. And then she said, "How did Dylan fit up there?" And then she went, "And Emily, I think."
The pair of them. Do you know who Karen reminds me of with her humour? Do you know who Kristen Wiig is?
I know the name.
She's in Ghostbusters, and she's in like
I think I know.
I've found the sweet rapper. She's in Knocked Up.
Okay.
She's really funny. She just reminds me of her.
I don't know these people, but
it's all right. You reference celebrities I don't know all the time.
Oh, that's
like Kurt Cobain, Courtney Love, Donald
Trump,
who? Donald Duck.
I wish. Actually, he'd probably be better being in charge.
He wouldn't be dropping Moabs.
Moab's like a song.
Man boob.
It's like a place and it's a song. I didn't know it was a bomb. Okay, anyway, let's not go political.
No, better not.
Lose the audience. Hold on. Oh God. William. Oh, who wants to see William? Who wants to see my HOH room?
Who wants to see my Madre de la Maison room? Chambre.
He was excited to see he got some flip-flops.
Yeah, they were Quebec flip-flops.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, apparently. Official Quebec town, whatever it is, municipality flip-flops. Everyone wears them there.
And he had a stylish chair from the brick.
Yeah, the grey chair was very stylish.
Oh, so stylish.
It wasn't that stylish, was it? It had a cushion with a B on it.
So he got his message from her, and that was quite sweet.
Hang on, you missed before that. There was a little clip of overheard conversation. Now, I look out for these now, because I know they're always a treat.
Yeah, they are good.
And it was Emily, actually, saying... Wait, use it in a sentence. And Ica said what I understood to be peanut gallery. And Emily goes, yeah. That was the question. Peanut gallery? Yeah. And Ica goes, I've never heard of that. I've never heard of a peanut gallery either.
That's a good bit of overheard conversation.
And I would like to have clarification on what that actually was being said, because I don't think it's peanut gallery. Very niche.
Overheard conversation of the week. Yeah, that's good. Well spotted there. If you do know about that, do let us know. So then, Karen and Kevin got a secret task.
I love this secret task.
It was fun. But I wanted them to drink all the booze.
I thought it was for them. That's what we would do, isn't it? We'd just make them really drunk. But it was quite BBUK, wasn't it? Did you think?
It was very BBUK. So then their task was they had to make all the other housemates give them items of clothing.
Yeah.
Kevin just
The
fucking
2Ks.
fucked off to the hot tub.
Shit.
Lazy
In
cunt.
fact, Karen even said to Big Brother, you shouldn't give me Kevin. You should give me somebody better than Kevin.
Yeah, I love the fact that Karen hates Kevin so much.
But hang on a minute. Kevin is a professional poker player. You would think he'd be good at covertly getting people's clothing off of them. Like,
Well, he's good at getting people's clothes off anyway, as we've seen.
Well,
all for
mind
gameplay,
you, that
obviously.
was for his task, actually.
Oh, yeah, it was.
They were making a vegetable stir fry at the time when
Right.
Big Brother introduced this
Okay.
this task. I've just noted that down.
Fact fan. So she said to Dimitri was taking his socks off or something. She's like, here, I'll take them for you. He's like,
He's
no,
like, no.
I need them.
I'm just going outside, it's
Yeah.
wet. I'm going to come back for them later.
And then she's like, take your top off. Your fans want to see it.
She's right there. Get
And
it
he's
off.
like laughing. He's like, doesn't take much persuading to get it off. Do you think people knew that they were on the secret task? Or
By the
not?
end, I think they did.
Okay, yeah.
Did you?
I think
first
they
I was
always
like, no,
know. I always
because
think they know.
When actually, I've got all the list.
But they're
I've
not
got
as,
the list of all
they're
the
not as
items
au
here.
fait with the secret task as we
That's
are.
true.
It's
For
a
us, you'd know.
Yeah,
like,
you would know.
Something's up here because it happens like all the time.
Go on, what's the list?
So Karen took Cindy's flip-flops first of all, and she did try to take Emily's shoes, but she was like, hang on, you've got no socks on, so that's definitely not going to happen.
that's
which was quite
unhygienic.
funny. But then that's when she got the flip-flops and went, but Cindy's not a bitch. So I guess that was aimed at Emily.
Oh, good old Karen.
Karen got Bruno's hat,
Yeah.
and Kevin was pretty crap, but he did manage to get Bruno to swap swim shorts underneath the bubbles.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Of course he did. Kevin said in the diary room, I'm laying low and getting sneaky items behind the scenes.
Oh, gameplay.
Snake.
Dylan's hoodie was got by
Oh.
Karen, and do you remember this?
Yeah.
She spilt a drink on him, and he was really hurt.
I know, he was like, why'd you
Why
do
would
that,
you do
Karen?
that?
Why'd you do that? She's like, oh, sorry about that.
She's like, I've had a few drinks,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to. And he's like, you did mean to. Shut up, Dylan, you dick. It's a secret task.
I love Karen. I want to be Karen when I'm older.
I think it's coming.
Got us to that special moment of the week. Kevin.
William getting the sweater from Kevin. Kevin getting the sweater from William.
I don't think the sweater was the important part
No,
of
it
the
wasn't.
story.
It was the French kiss. French kiss. Do you even kiss me? French kiss in action.
What did you think about that? Kevin just wants to kiss William. Why doesn't he just admit it and stop
Is
going,
that it?
oh, I'm taking one for the team. Shut up.
Oh, so Kevin's going like, hang on a minute.
course.
This is an excuse to kiss the boys.
It's Kevin's perfect excuse to be his true self but blame it on gameplay.
Why can't he just accept himself for
Yeah,
what he
stop
is?
pretending that you're straight. No, not straight, open. Admit that you're...
Because that was extreme for like a silly little task.
And what about that hand job clip? Was it hand
Oh my
job?
God.
I couldn't really
I
tell.
don't know.
No.
Why would you be doing a hand job?
Yeah.
So obviously,
Was
if you
that
haven't
part of the
seen the clip,
task,
there was a
or-
clip of Kevy Wevy in bed with William,
But they did both
and a
have their
hand
tops
was
off.
like both had the tops off, but one
Yeah.
hand was definitely towards William's crotch. But it could have been there was movement under the sheets, but you couldn't really tell.
No.
If you were doing that, you'd put it right over the covers over your head, right?
You do on
didn't-
BBUK.
Yeah,
Unless you're Stephen
and under the
Goog.
cover of darkness,
Mm.
Stephen Goog.
Open it. So then, so Kevin stonked William, and then he said, I will do anything to win this challenge in the DR.
That makes me hate Kevin.
I know.
But I'm like, I do think maybe you're right. Perhaps he is using this stuff as just an excuse to explore his sexuality, but that's not fair
I
on
know.
William.
Well, William got the wind of that later on
yeah.
and went mental.
Karen did get Dimitri's shirt in the end.
Yeah.
And then also Ica's bra. That's the point when I thought they were in on it.
Did you notice Ica's bra looked like quite granny-ish?
No, I
I
didn't.
think it was like a flesh-coloured... It looks like the kind
probably
of...
from a task.
It's like the knickers that I wear to work, like flesh-coloured, big old... not sexy, you know? And I was surprised. I thought Ica would have some nice lace.
You sure it's not the one they had to wear under those Oreo costumes?
It did look like that, yeah. But why would you be wearing that unless you're on that
It's
task?
laundry day.
I've put, it was good to see them having fun. I sound like Emma Willis.
And they got that do music.
And there's no have-nots this week. Oh
yeah, because they passed it. That was the consequence, wasn't it? If
Yeah.
they failed, just the two of them would have been have-nots.
Mm-hmm. That would have been funny though. Seeing
Just
Ke-
William and Kevin in
Karen
Karen
and Kevin
in that
would
room.
have been funny. The 2Ks. So now Dre started to get worried because
Yeah.
William's pissed.
And she was worried William was gonna
spill the tea.
Spill all the tea. So that brings
you.
us back to last week. And the true tea and the tea and the Kermit and the
You
Kim
need to know.
Kardashian. And suddenly I'm in on it.
You need to know. It's a fair point though, because if I was drunk in that house, I'd end up saying something that I regretted,
And you'd forget it the next day.
Exactly. I would be the best person to corner when I'm drunk, because I think I just have to not drink if I went in there, because I obviously on BBUK, fine, drink away. I just end up puking in a bucket.
That's true. It doesn't matter because it's not a social game.
But the fact's strategizing,
Well, sort of.
and you just tell your secrets to the wrong side. I think Dre had every right to be worried.
But William held it together, actually, didn't he?
Not bad at all.
Dre said the love story needs to end.
She said when she was having a go at William, it was all in French, but the only English words were drunk right now and sober up. I love that.
I've noticed that Dre and William seem to be speaking more English. Have you? This week? I thought perhaps Big Brother had given them a little nudge, like, if you're talking game and you want to be in the show, you might as well talk English,
I think so.
guys.
I love their relationship.
I
love the way she is so strict with him and straight with him.
Yeah, it's
but
like
he listens to her.
She's in control of it.
She is 100%, but he knows that she
has his best interest.
I was going to say that, but then
does she?
Does she? Because it is kind of her agenda, but I think their agenda goes hand in hand. But he knows that she would never screw him over.
No, absolutely not. They're genuinely very close in the house. Yeah,
and I like the fact I know when Gary went, we were just like a Dre, whatever, and Dre is boring compared to Gary, but she
stepped it up this week.
She has come out of her shell, as
but also she's had a good edit this week. Did you notice who else has had a good edit this week?
Karen.
Well, Karen has, but Karen's just given us funny stuff.
Who?
Nedda. She's hardly been in the two shows because I think they've given her a break.
Laying low.
Basically. And I don't know why Big Brother's chosen to do that, but she's not hardly been in there.
Probably because people are sick of the sight of her and they probably want to lynch her.
Oh, yeah, they do. I do.
So then, Jay said Kevin is using William and Kevin is securing his safety with some intimacy in the HOH bed. I don't know who said that.
Kevin himself.
Okay,
I've got that.
I've put, is that what you call it? But Kevin and William weren't really talking strategy, were they? They were just getting off.
I think William tried to get some information out of Kevin, actually, in the end.
Oh, yeah, he was. Yeah, you're right, he was. Yeah, he said, who should I put up from your side? And Kevin was like, well, there's 7 of us. There's not 7 though, is there? There's 6.
The core 6, isn't
yeah,
it?
so he's trying to say whoever
Jackie,
that's...
maybe.
Yeah, exactly, whoever that 7th is.
Jackie.
And then Williams goes, oh, I don't want you to play me. And Kevin said, I'm not playing you, you're my friend. Friend zone.
Kevin will play anything.
Yeah.
For a little fiddle.
And he said, oh, hold on. What else did he say? Kevin said, all the little minions are at your fingertips. We have a good relationship, even though we're on different sides. So he's acknowledging that there's different sides. Yeah. But then in the diary room, Kevin said, this is a game. I have no morals, and I will use my sexuality to get what I want.
But he did tell Dylan at one point that he has got morals.
That's true. Very shortly
I think it's coming after, isn't it? Yeah.
Do you think it's good? Are you surprised that Canada is showing this man-on-man action? Yeah, because I kind of thought they might sweep it. Because I think on BBUS they might not go there.
Really?
Yeah.
They'd edit it out?
Maybe.
Well, I would have thought that they've got a duty to show that, because that's like...
duty of care to the gay community.
No, but like, people kissing... That's big on Big Brother. You want to see people getting it on. Who do we want to see kiss?
Dylan and Emily or Kevin and William? I mean, come on.
I mean, I don't want to see Dylan and Emily kiss, but if they do, then it should be in the show.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that should be there no matter what, really. Plus, it was gameplay, so there's even more reason to show it.
Yeah, that's true. But are you surprised that they've shown it?
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
I think why I was. I don't know why.
I think Canada's a lot more open-minded than the US, don't you? I think they're much closer to us.
Yeah, of course they are.
And also, this comes later when they're in the camping task, but somebody says like, oh, it's Bruno, I think. He's like, oh, we're so lucky to live in Canada with so many different people from so many different backgrounds. And actually, that's one thing that whenever I watch Big Brother Canada, I think they really reflect that really well.
They do.
Like, you've got like Ika, who's half Asian, half black. Gary, black, gay. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Ika Wong, hello.
Oh, yeah.
Sindy, like, you rarely see Asian people
That's
in BBUK. I think that's because they don't apply for it.
And you rarely see Asian people in BBUS. once
Really?
in a blue moon.
Yeah.
And if you do, it'd be one Asian person, one black person, one gay person.
Exactly, but this one, you get like,
a
you've had like
mixture.
2 people of Persian origin, you've got 2 black housemates, Ica also as well. You've got gay people. I think they're quite good at showing the diversity. So I'm glad that they've showed the gay kiss. Even if it's not really gay, or if it's gay for game, or gay for game, or whatever it is.
Gay for...
Gay for pay.
I was trying to make that into a thing.
Gay for brick vouchers.
Yeah, exactly. So then we had the Emily and Dylan section.
Oh, she can't picture herself in the house without Dylan. I can picture them both out of the house quite easily, actually.
He said, "I've already won by meeting you." And she said, that's when she said, "You're literally perfect."
Literally perfect.
Literally.
Okay. I'm glad she likes him, though.
Are you right?
Well, because who else is gonna?
She didn't like him at first, but I think she just got ground down.
She said that she's like catching up now, and he's like grown feelings.
Big brother brain.
Yeah, basically.
Probably the first couple of weeks she was like, "Ugh, he's disgusting" at the diary, and now she's having to like backtrack kind of thing. Don't you think?
Probably. Cabin fever, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, then it was Kevin talking to Dylan about William.
Yeah, and Dylan said Kevin should pimp yourself out, and then Kevin said, "Dude, I have morals too." Now, I've got a question here. Did you think Dylan was being a bit homophobic?
Well, Dylan said, "Go get him, Tiger."
Yeah, when he said, "Go get him, Tiger, go get him, Stallion," was that a bit homophobic?
You tell me.
I thought it was, maybe. But I wasn't sure.
I am surprised.
If he's taking the piss because he's a boy, that's why.
Is he, though? Or would he say the same thing if it was a girl?
Go get her, Stallion, go get her, Tiger.
Yeah, that's the acid
Would he, though?
test,
We don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. But let's just say he's being homophobic anyway.
Homophobic bastard.
Oh god, I didn't understand this bit.
Which bit? When Dre was giving William advice?
I know, go on. Yeah, the only thing I've written about that is Dre has got a head screwed on.
This is where she said, "Whatever you say, guard your heart, because you know it's not real."
Aww. She's good. Like she's a good friend. She'd be a good friend to have, wouldn't she? She looks out for you. The bit I didn't understand was the snack task.
Oh, hang on. I had a question before that.
Go on. Please do.
Why have I got a question?
Has
Big Brother... Oh, no, I've covered it already. Told William and Dre to not speak as much French.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. The Kraft peanut butter snack bite.
Oh, okay. Because I missed that part. Because I was thinking, is this some product placement thing?
Yes.
I thought...
Very clearly.
Yeah, I must have missed that. And then I thought, why are they doing this? They're not even doing a product placement, but they were. Okay, it makes sense now.
I can't
completely irrelevant.
tell you how many times Sindy said Kraft peanut butter snack bites.
I must have got distracted at this point because I was just like, what? I just saw someone going, Ica's fiery. I'm going to make a fiery one
with
for
chili.
Ica. Yeah.
Yeah, this was a fun task, aka product placement task.
Oh, I've just put I miss Gary. Could imagine Gary making a fun snack. and I put I miss that cupboard Tim and Nikki used to shout into.
Oh yeah, that like truth cupboard where it had a little camera in it.
So my mind was obviously wandering at this point.
It was filler, to be honest.
Yeah. Snack a whack, I've put.
So
I was obviously title brainstorming.
If you missed this task, it was basically a chance to showcase Kraft's range of peanut butter spreads, and you can make them into what they call snack bites with a variety of like dried fruits, sugar, chocolate.
I'm going to get some more
whey
wine
protein.
Doing this part.
Yeah, I'll fill you in on this bit while we just fill up our drinks. So that was hosted by Sindy, and the house guests were tasked with creating a snack bite that matched the personalities of the other house guests. So we had creators that were Bruno, Jackie, Neda, Dre, Kevin, and William creating flavours to match the other housemates' personalities.
So Neda, you'd have like sour lemon.
Yeah, salt,
yeah.
dried lemon, porridge oats. I don't know how.
We could have written some funny ones down if we'd thought of it.
Yeah, I was thinking that I should probably think of what I would make for your personality, but I thought I can't be bothered.
Oh my god.
Did you notice that in that task, you probably didn't, they had 8 varieties of peanut butter? I can't, can't imagine what they even are.
I don't like peanut butter.
Did you notice in that task as well that Neda seems to have like funny little tattoos on her fingers?
No, I did not notice that.
I thought maybe she'd drawn it on with mascara, but then why would she have it in the mix? It would come off, wouldn't it? In the peanut butter.
What? In the mix.
In the mix,
when
yeah.
you do it in the mix. I don't know about that. I don't actually look at the screen when I'm watching
Yeah, you're writing
Canada.
notes.
I know, that's the problem. Because whenever I watch an episode like the second time around, I'm like, oh, that happened.
Anyway, they got to present it and they kind of like lined them up as a panel, like judges, kind of Master Chef style, and I really glossed over it at that point.
I don't know. I've just gone on to the camping.
Well, they did win the task, and the reward was the camping sleepover in the backyard. What about the observation deck?
Oh yeah, how are they camping in space? What are they putting the pegs into?
I think it's like that spaceship on Passengers. You haven't seen it though, probably.
No, I don't think so.
It's the one with the girl off Hunger Games and Chris Pratt.
I like things in space.
Yeah, it's quite good, but it was more of a rom-com than a sci-fi film.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but anyway, this like spaceship was huge and had lots of different places. So yeah, maybe they're thinking of that.
I've written about this schmaltzy speeches about how they'll all be friends forever. Spare me.
Yeah, Emily said we're all going to be super, super good friends on the outside. Does she believe that? Is that bitch crazy?
They're not even friends in
on the
there.
inside.
Why would
Exactly.
they be friends outside? Makes no sense.
Don't you? Do you ever feel that like by its nature, this series, because you've got returning house guests, that the new players were always just going to be filler?
They
are, right?
They were hoping that the new players were going to be like cannon fodder, but because
they took out the stars.
They ended up evicting Cassandra and Gary and everything. Dallas, but whatever.
But like, come this time next year, who is ever going to remember Emily or Jackie or Dylan? Like these are not good housemates, are they?
They're fucking awful housemates. But Dimitri's is good.
Oh, Dimitri's is, yeah, but he's embedded himself with the real housemates.
Yeah, the real housemates of Canada. So, did you
and Karen.
Karen is good. Did you have anything else on the camping?
I did notice there was a real fire inside there.
That's
I wonder
not
how
going to work.
Everything's fake. Even the grass is fake, but the fire was real.
That's like when SpongeBob SquarePants has a fire burning, and it's like, how does that work when he's underwater? It's not right, is it?
What's the fire and how does it? What's the word?
What's that?
Bird. The Little Mermaid.
Oh,
Jesus.
Sorry. Who's Mickey Mouse? Okay. Ica got mad because she didn't want Dimitri's to see her putting her eyelashes on. She's like, I don't like it when you look at me doing that. I like how she just tells him off for random things.
And he just like goes along with it.
I know, he doesn't care. He's like a puppy, isn't he? I saw a clip of them on that pre-jury flop. They were in bed together. They were looked like they were fingering or something.
Really?
And then Sindy got up and they were like, had to stop. Yeah.
Disturbed.
And
by
there was
Cindy
one of
with
Dylan and Emily in bed together as well.
Oh,
imagine. Oh, I'm sweating all over her. Gross. And then what happened? Ica wants to turn Dylan against William to keep the target off her and Dimitri's. Good strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she said that Dylan's a very revengeful person and he's going to target William and Dre if Emily goes up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's good thinking. That's quite far in advance thinking, more than most people are thinking in that game.
It's true. It's very true. And then I've got Jackie schmoozing William while he's eating a yoghurt. What have you got?
I've written the slag heap, which is what I'm calling.
What's that?
That's what I'm calling it. Jackie, Emily, and Dylan.
Oh my god!
Have been talking in the bedroom. They were like, there was a whole scene with all of Bruno, Dylan, Emily, and Jackie.
Oh yeah,
talking about what was going down in the bedroom.
I've got Bruno, Emily, and Dylan shitting it. That's all I wrote about.
I've written so unenjoyable to watch.
I love that. Yeah.
And then we had Jackie crawling up William's arse, which is what you just said. I mean, I don't know about you, but I couldn't see her feet.
Jackie was saying she wanted Ica out. Back off, bitch.
Oh yeah, she said she's only got her in a tunnel vision.
Let's evict every fucking entertaining person in that house and leave crying ginger whiny babies in there.
What about when Bruno came in and went, c'est bon? He was bonding over language.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, before that, Jackie said to William, I know you probably have everyone in your ear wanting me out. And William's like,
no.
Nah. Like, no one mentions you, just like insignificant.
She was like,
Oh yeah, then Bruno comes in trying to be like the man, like, oh, hey mate, all this shit. It's like, whatever.
You know I'm your man, right?
No, he's like, you keep me safe this week, I'll keep you safe next week. Like, that's a pretty crap deal. It's a 1 week deal. Fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. And then Bruno goes, I'm not targeting you. He said, I'd put up Jackie, Emily and Dylan. I don't see sides of the house. I just see pairs. That's what Bruno said. There's not two sides of the house. There's just pairs.
Just pairs.
You lying. People go, he's a good game player. That is bullshit. Even fucking any idiot in there can see there's two sides of the house. It's pathetic. And then when he walked out...
He thinks people are born yesterday? Go on. When he walked out?
Yeah, when he walked out, William pulled a face like... Yeah, fuck you.
And he nearly knocked his head on that bit that sticks out of the door. I know.
And then in the diary room, he said it's the first time that Bruno's talked to me in 5 weeks. I mean, you can...
Karen's right.
You can see through people when they don't speak to you ever, and then suddenly you're HOH and they're all
they
kissing
come
up to
crawling.
you. It's pathetic. Oh, God, please, no. So then...
I've drawn a picture for this one.
Oh, God.
Look, it's William sat in the middle of Dre and Ica. And Ica's going in William's ear this side saying Jackie, Emily, Dylan. But I crossed Jackie out because she most wants him to go for Emily and Dylan. Mm-hmm. And Ica, Dre wants him to put up Jackie and Bruno.
Wow.
This was a whole scene where they were both at him.
That's a wonderful picture you've got there.
Thank you.
To see that picture, just go to... I don't know, come around or something. Hold on. Yeah, so what was said there?
They were like in the corner of the bathroom when everyone else was in the HOH room.
Oh, yeah. And Ica said, Ica wants William to say, I want to keep you guys together on the block about Dylan and Emily. But William was saying he wanted to put up Bruno. And then Ica said, if you protect Bruno, Kevin will protect you. I've put Ica's pushing a bit too hard here.
She was.
Yeah.
And actually, I felt that Dre and William were starting to kind of get wind of the fact that Ica was gaming a bit too hard.
And Ica, this isn't Ica's battle. She doesn't need to get this involved in this. It doesn't really matter. She's not going up, so who gives a fuck?
Yeah, and I was quite surprised that she sort of backed away from Jackie, wanting to get Jackie out. Cause that's her biggest bugbear in the whole house, isn't it?
I know, but Jackie ain't gonna win anything, so who cares?
I know, but she hates living with her, doesn't she?
Mm. So I liked William's glittery skull jumper that he had on here. Did you notice?
No, I didn't notice.
Yeah, it's really nice actually.
Chic, was it?
Very chic.
It says chic.
So chic, and he says, "I want to be strategic." He said it something like that. So he went into the Stephen Hawking's chamber,
and did you notice that he had to turn the chair with his own feet? That chair's broken. Somebody's broken that automated chair in the bridge.
So he shortlisted Dylan, Emily, Jackie, and Bruno.
And who went up first in the options?
Was it
the two
same
that he
thing?
chose?
Oh, spoiler!
Spoiler alert.
He said, "It is my duty to nominate 2 askers for eviction." He nominated Dylan and Emily.
So basically, Ica got what she wanted.
But hopefully, Bruno was the backdoor option. Well, Bruno did turn out to be the backdoor option.
Up later, yeah.
And he said to Dylan and Emily, "Your names came up in many conversations, but you never came to talk to me."
No, they didn't. The pair of them.
Could you eat those biscuits a bit less loudly, please, Kat?
Dylan was thinking that if he went to talk to him, it'd make him more of a target.
Yeah.
I don't. It's shit.
That's
isn't
stupid. You're in there. Play the game.
Do some damage control, and don't just sit back and hide.
Dylan and Emily aren't playing the game at all. The fact he goes, I've already won by meeting you.
Yeah, they found love and that's
fuck
it.
Off then, get out and
check out together.
Yeah, check out of the spaceship.
The BB Can Grand. Sorry, it was last year.
How do you check out of a spaceship? Oh, you need to boost out on that little emergency.
Yeah, escape pod.
Yeah. Like in The Martian. So that was it for that episode.
Yeah, it was. I've got a question.
Go on.
Is it strong gameplay to put a couple on the block?
Yeah, because they otherwise they'd fight for each other. Then they can't fight for each other, can they? It's alright. It's just him gonna get. It just came in 8 biscuits.
I thought it was another cat coming in.
The ghost of Moxie. It's good. Of course it is. You
do want to break up a couple, don't you?
And I think having Bruno as a backdoor option is that would have worked lovely. More of which now. So this brings us on to the veto episode. Dylan thinks him being put up is just unoriginal. What would be
because he's been put up with Emily again.
Oh, is that why?
And that's happened before.
I couldn't work that out. What would be an original move?
I can't remember when Dylan and Emily were up. When was that?
I don't. Well, why didn't one of them go if they were both
Wasn't
up?
it because Cass got... Oh, I can't fucking remember.
Who cares?
Somebody else got saved. Who would have used the veto on Dylan?
Did he win it? I think he won it himself. Dylan was with
himself.
Dallas. That was when Dallas went. Yeah. Dylan and Emily were at when Dallas got backdoored. Yeah.
Okay.
So I've written, I hope the ape goes.
William said
Yes.
about Dylan.
Yeah.
Dylan is a beast in comps, and I put he's a beast, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him win anything, but
Dylan said they want to break us apart, but it's not going to happen. I cried twice yesterday because of it. Oh, boo-hoo.
gross. I've actually written that. I put boo-hoo edit, Dylan and Emily, and that's all I've got on it.
And then I've put, having to watch this shit when Gary is gone is offensive.
It's rude, isn't it? Thanks, Global.
And then I've put, the way Bruno talks in the diary room, wagging his finger like a bad rapper. Have you noticed he's all like, he's like that?
Yeah, and sometimes he
that
does.
doesn't work on a podcast.
He does Willow's politician hand.
Oh,
as well.
God, Willow, please. Willow was on a podcast I was listening to. I was just like, just fuck off.
I've written Neda's back.
Yeah, we've not even mentioned Neda this whole episode.
I don't know why I've written she's back, but she obviously said
she's
something.
Backwards between bitches.
She said,
What did she say?
I think Ica put in the work to make sure, that Bruno was safe. Yeah, that was
And
the
she
only
did.
thing we've seen
She
of
did.
Neda in those whole 2 episodes.
I seen Ica and Neda having a right row on that pre-Joy Flops Twitter.
Really?
They were proper like daggers drawn. It was good.
Did you see when Neda was saying, "Oh, please don't hate me, Canada"?
No.
Because like she heard
Too
those.
late. Yeah, I saw something about how she was telling like Canada her strategy, like on the live feeds.
Yeah, and it's
Canada's
only
just
like me, my mum, and my cat. Sort of
Yeah,
thing.
that cat lover. She gives cat lovers a bad name. Then Kevin said there was some light kissing between him and William. Light kissing.
I got a question for you. What do you prefer? A bit of light kissing, or
What?
a bit of light socialising?
Who said light socialising?
Gary.
Was it?
Last week.
I love this. We need to incorporate this into things. Light kissing. What does that mean? Does that mean gently kissing or
It's little, no tongues, I
little
think.
peck? But there was tongues, I think.
It was.
Didn't look like light kissing to
Can't
me.
kiss a Frenchman without tongues.
Yeah.
That's offensive.
And then Emily's like, "Oh, I was only joking." Like she didn't really think they'd been kissing. Homophobe.
2 boys.
So then Dylan was mad with William, and they went to talk in the HOH room. And William,
Bit fucking late, I've written.
I know. And William was like, "Oh, I'm not scared of him." And then he's like, "Dylan, screw you," in the diary room.
Emily tagged along as
Oh
well.
yeah,
I want to
she's
be
like,
there too.
"Can I come?" And then Emily and Dylan said they'd never have put him up. And Dylan said, "The people who are acting like they're on your side are going to stab you in the back. The one
one's
who's
closest
closest
to
to
you
you is going to do it first."
No, Emily didn't bat an eyelid.
Who could he mean?
I thought you can't say that when you've got Emily sat there, who is the closest to
Oh
you.
yeah, that's true. Then they had no hard feelings cuddles, and
then Emily said she loved William.
No, yeah.
I remember.
They're-
No, you don't.
they should have teamed up against the vets, and it would have all worked out.
It's too little, too late.
Yep. So then we had the VO pics.
Oh yeah, we got to see it this week instead of having to go to the website to watch it, which was a treat, wasn't it?
Cindy really wanted to play, but she had to be objectified in a red dress
Oh
instead.
yeah, she got the Jessica Rabbit edit.
Emily and Dylan said, "Will Karen use it on Emily to get Jackie out?" Was Karen like... Karen was like going, "I'm not going to use it." And they're like, "Oh, but what if it gets Jackie out?" She's like, "Yeah, I'll use it."
yeah. Oh, in that case.
Yeah.
And she said that Jackie's the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
That's actually Ica who's the Grim Reaper.
And then
And
Dylan...
Ica tells you it's time. It's definitely time.
It's true. And then Dylan said to... She's like, "No, really."
You haven't got the numbers.
And then Dylan said to William, "Put Jackie up if I win the veto. We're not working with her. We were just being nice to her." Aw, that's nice, isn't it? Being nice to someone. It's
More than
unusual,
Cass
isn't it?
got.
And then William said, "I'm going to try with my little muscles."
So
Oh,
then we had Flip It to Win It.
So shit.
Now, as it was sponsored by The Brick,
Was it? I hadn't noticed.
Kevy Wevy knew that there'd be an appearance from Mike Bell. Now, can you tell me who Mike Bell is? I think he's been on before, hasn't he?
I just remember him being on it before and it being funny the first time, and then the second time it wasn't as funny anymore.
He was a better host than any of those house guests were going to be, let's be honest.
Yeah, I think he's like the owner of the Brick or something, but I don't know.
Why is the owner of the Brick famous, though? Because he looks like an old, like, I don't know, game show host.
Yeah, he does. Maybe he is.
I think he is.
No, I think
he must be their old, like, the old Wheel of Fortune host or something.
If you know who Mike Bell is, write in. I used to know who he was 2 years ago, but I've forgotten. With the passage of time.
Bell end.
I've put, why not get past house guests in rather than do this shit? Like, they've not had any past
They did say they were going to, like, bend time and stuff. There's not been much wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff, has there?
You would have thought Mike Bell was too old to send into space, but there you go.
Pass the safety checks.
Now, do you think this is okay that Sindy and Ica dressed up as dolly birds in red dresses? I didn't see Dimitri's trussed up in a bow tie leaning on the sofas with his tongue out, did you?
It was a missed opportunity, that's what that was.
Sexist, isn't it?
Well, I quite liked it, but I would have liked it more if Dimitri's was in a bow tie and nothing else.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe some pants.
Give us a bit of everything. And someone said, this is some really nice furniture. And I've put, actually, it looks fucking vile and like it's from Argos. The furniture always looks horrible. I've never seen one bit of their furniture and thought, oh, that looks nice.
I actually did like something.
What?
I noticed that the dining chairs that look really spacey, they were brick items. Yeah,
they're revolting. I've not been around your house though, so I don't know what your furniture's like.
Well, it's not actually mine anyway, so it's my landlady's. Anyway,
this is all mine.
I got a bit confused about what this task actually, what the rules were. I thought that when they flipped the like thing, they were going to have to answer a question or something, but it was just memory. It was just memory.
I'll be fucked. Dylan said, "I'm strategic. I've won chess championships." And then, do we care who faced off against who? Not really. Kevin was against Karen. That's always funny. She said, "I'm old and feeble-minded." I put, Neda looks tense and angry all the time. Like, she's constantly got this look on her face like she's furious about what's going to happen.
She can't lighten up.
And then...
Dre versus Emily was next.
I've put, I'm not tense because I don't care who wins or who goes. It's a bit shit when Gary's in it, like something's at stake. But out of Dylan or Emily, who gives a fuck who saves themselves? Although, as it turned out, it did turn out to be interesting in the end, but at this point it wasn't interesting. I put, Kevin seems to be wearing school uniform. Did you notice that?
No. I didn't notice that.
Like a white shirt and like a little tie on. This is when Dylan said to Kevin, throw the comp and I'll give you $2,500.
Of brick vouchers.
That's what I was thinking.
That was a crap bribe, wasn't it?
Also, if you win it, you get 5,000. In the end, you got 10,000, but it's not a very good thing to throw it, is it? But Kevin did look tempted, I thought.
By that brick credit.
So then that's pretty much it. Then after Kevin won it, he was a bit under the cosh, wasn't he? Because they were all like pressurising him, like, are you going to use it and all this and that.
That's true. But that task did raise a question for me. Now, what is the difference between a sofa and a couch?
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
What did they say?
Well, on the like branding of the task, it said something like brick couch or something. Blah, blah, I don't know what it said. But then in those horrible like pleather red sofas,
disgusting.
they were calling them sofas, but I would have thought they would call them couches, but they don't.
I thought that...
Is it the same?
I thought it was sofa and couch. I thought one was English and one was American.
So did I, but they use both in that task.
Well, we use both, don't we?
Well, I wouldn't say couch.
Wouldn't you?
Only if it's laid down on the couch and it's a psychologist appointment.
I'm trying to think. I say sofa, but if I said couch, I would say couch too.
Would you?
Yeah.
What about settee? That's old people talk, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh wow, that's. If you can think of any other words for couch,
tweet us. We'd love to know.
Just email bbonlastpod@gmail.com. Hold on. What happened next?
He did get the double gift card, and he won the POV.
Yeah,
and then there was talk about
Dylan
a snake in the grass.
Yeah, Dylan said he's fake as fuck. Yeah, he's a snake in the grass, but that's what this game is about: betrayal. And Dylan said to Kevin, "I thought we were allies, and I thought we were boys." And Kevin's like, "Oh, yeah, well, you know." I am
still your boy.
Kevin's like, if things were different, blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. Kevin is so shit. His social game is crap, don't you think?
Well, if you can't kiss it or stroke it,
yeah,
you don't want to know.
That's true. Everyone thinks he's sneaky.
I noticed that. I think Dylan did it.
Didn't he?
Right? He did, right? Snake in the grass. Oh, then we had the world's saddest birthday party.
Hold on, just before you say that,
yeah.
I think I might have things people were talking about before the overheard
really?
conversation. I'm not sure though.
Go for it.
Ika said, "I don't like people laughing for no reason."
Yeah, I know. She was with Dimitri.
Oh,
yeah.
Was that an overheard?
Yeah,
or was
it was.
That a clip?
No, it wasn't. It was a bit of both.
Yeah. So whose birthday was it? It was Bruno's,
Cindy's, and Dre's birthdays.
I forgot
it was a multi-birthday shindig.
Now, I noticed a very important thing.
Yeah.
Bruno's birthday balloons
said 36.
Yeah, 32, 34. I think they were the wrong way around. I think it should have been 42, right? 44, whatever the fuck. Whatever.
Can't flip two numbers at this
My joke's
day.
fucking ruined. But anyway, do you know what I'm saying? He's 34. What the hell?
I know. We say it every week, but...
It's worth reiterating. It's like, seriously.
Do you think he lied on his application form? That could be it.
I don't know. He must have a real hard time with those kids. They must be running him ragged.
Yeah, they are.
And then, he got a letter from his kids and he's crying.
Yeah, but all that letter had on it was scribbling like...
It's like, this means more to me than a brick voucher.
Those kids, they can't even write any words yet.
And then Dylan was crying about his niece. I was like, Dylan, shut up, bitch. You'll be home by Saturday. Don't worry about it.
And then Ika went out and said, don't worry, I know how you feel.
Yeah,
now,
as a mother.
I've never seen Ika give two fucks about her kids in Big Brother Canada.
But we always say that shit, but she might have done and they just don't show it. It's true though, because people always say that shit about people on BBUK as well. She might have done and they just don't show it.
I don't think
Isn't it true?
Yeah, but I mean, whatever.
The funny part was, just when you were thinking, this is bullshit, Karen
goes...
Go on.
Suck it up, you crybabies. Was that it?
She said this has to be the most depressing birthday party of all time. Boo-hoo.
I fucking love Karen.
Like that.
I put a love heart next to that because I liked it so much.
That was so good. Because that's exactly what you're thinking watching it. Like, oh, fucking hell. And then she just, put her finger on it perfectly. It reminds me of in BBUS, they had a birthday party for someone, and it was in the middle of them. I've probably told you this before.
No, you haven't.
It was in the middle of this massive row that they were all having, and then suddenly it was like, oh, the cake's ready for Keisha, her name was, and they all come out and they sang Happy Birthday, and they were all furious. It was,
were they rowing about?
They literally the whole house was rowing, and they all just sang Happy Birthday, then they all just walked off in different directions.
I've never seen a Big Brother birthday party that wasn't awkward though.
It's true. But singing Happy Birthday to anyone is always awkward as well. Like at work, it's the worst. So then Ika said Dre just wants a line.
Yeah.
Dre likes lines. Up.
I've written that too.
I was going to say me too, but what did that mean? She wants to draw a line in the sand, like enemy lines, right?
I think so.
And then Dre did.
Oh, the machine gun tits.
With her bees.
Yeah,
that
she
was
did.
good. Hashtag machine gun tits.
She said she wants to blow shit up.
That was good. That was a power move, wasn't
Dre
it?
had come to the fore here.
I was like, Dre, you're not actually HOH, but still.
Yeah, but then she starts to decide that she wants Bruno as a POV replacement.
Her plan, save Dylan and Emily and they'll be so grateful and put Bruno up. That is actually a brilliant plan. Because I think Dylan and Emily would totally forgive him because they just want to be together. Want to be together. And put Bruno up. When she said that, I was just like, oh my God. And then William was like, yeah, I'll go. Jackie, you're going up, and then I go, sorry, Bruno.
Take a seat. He said, Bruno, take a seat.
When they were saying that, literally my heart was
yes.
I was just like, oh my God, is this actually going to happen? Were you sucked in? I was just like, oh
Dre said it would be a beautiful back door.
Yeah. You were. And then I thought, hold on, this actually depends on Kevin using the veto. I thought,
he was a bit too smart for it, actually. I was quite surprised that Kevin got wind of the fact that might actually go on.
And Dre said to William in French, Kevin thinks you're his boy toy and you have him wrapped around your finger. Boy toy were the only English words there. But I heard, this is something I heard either on Twitter or another podcast, that whole boy toy thing, Karen made that up, that Kevin called William his boy toy.
And it's not true.
Yeah, Kevin actually never said William was his boy toy. Karen just made it up to
stir
shit
up. More now.
Yeah, exactly. And then William started getting really angry at this point, didn't he? Like, he'd suddenly realised that Kevin was against him.
Was playing him.
And he said...
Yeah, he said he wanted to cry.
He said, I want to kill Kevin.
Oh, God, yeah, he did say he wanted to kill him as well.
That's a bit
strong. Extreme.
And go after his number one and send his striking ass home. And then William said, I'll look at Kevin and go, I love you. And I put, is this fan fiction? It did feel like fan fiction, didn't it? It was just like, imagine if this actually happened. Even them describing it sounded so good that...
How it would play out.
But I don't know about you, but I was actually almost convinced that it actually was going to happen. Were you?
I did, actually.
I thought, this is going to happen.
Yeah, and then when it didn't, I was like,
yeah,
anticlimax. It felt like Kevin was really being played. And
yes.
I was glad that Kevin was like getting his comeuppance.
Getting his just desserts. So William, Dre said when you talk to Kevin about it, don't use the word backdoor, whatever you do.
Because then he'll know that you're going to go for Jackie,
And then when William was talking about it, I noticed he almost went backdoor. He went...
Did he?
And then he stopped himself. And he said... but William fucked himself because William was playing it quite well. This is how Kevin twigged. Because William goes... I think Jackie thinks she can use me. I hate it when people think they can use people. It's gross. And he was talking about Kevin using him. But it was too much.
Because of the Jackie reference,
But even though William did it, and William, looked at the camera after he did it as well,
yes,
smug.
I've got this.
Yeah. But I think he over-egged it a bit too much. And Kevin smelt a rat. And Kevin is that rat, but Kevin smelt that rat. So then... Kevin was on board though. He said,
hang on. Was this when Kevin had come into the HOH room and then he went for a poo behind behind that curtain?
At the end of the
Can you believe that the HOH toilet, you have to put a curtain across and it's around the corner? That must stink out the HOH room, mustn't it?
But did you know the first season Kevin was in, he only stayed in the house because of something he heard when he was in the toilet? Yeah, he did.
He came out and said nice conversation, by the way.
That's his strategy. He's hiding in the toilet.
He's trying to go for that again.
When I was younger, our bathroom door was like
one of those foldy things.
Yeah. It was not good. People just literally, the lock on it just didn't work. It was just awful. Anyway, that's how things were back in the day.
More innocent times.
Back in the 1980s. So, what else? Oh, yeah, so William said... William said... Oh, God, sorry.
Onto the POV yet, or not?
No, hold on. Kevin said Jackie is going to be very blindsided. And they were both kind of celebrating. Oh yeah, then Kevin goes to the loo behind William's gold curtain. And then I put, oh my God, is this really going to happen? Oh fuck, Kevin's not going to use it. And then Kevin was in the room talking to himself.
For an anticlimax.
Yeah, Kevin was in the room talking to himself and he said, whatever I do, I'm screwed. Right?
Which room was he talking to himself?
It was like he was in the bridge. I thought it was in the bridge. And he said, whatever I do, I'm screwed.
Kevin?
Yeah, he was like, should I use it or should I not use it?
I don't remember that bit.
Yeah, and he said, whatever I do, I'm screwed. He was like, oh, I really think William's up to something. So anyway, he didn't use it.
I got William in the deal.
Oh, William's face.
Kevin, you little bitch. You want to play with my feelings? I'm going to take you down.
And then Kevin was in the diary room and he said, Canada, I'm going to be in here for a long stretch.
Yeah, he said, don't worry, Canada.
I know, fuck
As
off.
if we're concerned about him.
No worries, Kevin.
And that concludes my notes.
The only other thing I've got is, I think it was a tweet where Dimitri said his face and his personality don't match.
Well, Kevin's.
Dimitri said it about himself. He said people think he's going to be a dickhead because he looks like that, but actually his personality's not like that. And I thought that was quite sweet. And I'm going to do this in case I forget later because I'll be too drunk. Shout out to Dr. Detroit because he gave us a retweet this week. Bad Monkey always gives us a retweet. There's probably more people who give us a retweet, but shout out to them. Keeping winning.
No,
It's the usual,
can't think of
it's
any.
just the
Usual Suspects.
Thank you, Usual Suspects. Right, we're going to watch this double eviction. We're going to be shook
To our very cause.
What's your prediction for what's going to happen? And neither of us know. We've had a social media blackout.
Yeah, we've done quite well actually.
Yeah.
Who do I think? Who do we think is going to go?
Because Arissa told us we're going to be shook. I think it's got to be.
I think
Neda.
something big has happened. Yeah, I would
It's gotta be.
I would like to think it's Neda, but I'm not sure that we're actually up to that point yet. My biggest concern is if it's Ica that's gone.
No.
If Ica is gone, this is going to kill
Wash
this
your
show
mouth
for me.
out.
I know. I'm just putting it out there.
I don't think Arissa would have tweeted us we're going to be shook if it had been Ica.
But that is
gotta
that
be-
is
That is
shooking.
shook. That is Shooksville.
But is it time for Neda to be off of the
I think
hook?
it's like they're going to go, Neda, your immunity's over, and immediately. But then who could?
Do you
win
know what?
against-
I would.
Go on.
It would be amazing if it was Ica that's put Neda out of the game. That's what I want to see.
What if one of her own alliance does it? Just like, I've got to take this opportunity and just puts her right out. Oof.
That's not Ica.
Or
Someone that's more
Karen.
close.
What if Karen or someone does it?
That'd be so
my
good.
God.
I'd love to see Karen have that moment. And also, I really would like Gary to come back, but that's going to be a running theme for the rest of the series.
It's not going to... Rob said to Gary, oh, are you salty? And he said, no, I'm just going to drink a lot of water and I won't be salty.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's good. So now we're going to find out. So our enthusiasm, I think it should be good, right?
I think so. I think we're doing quite well this week. We're not too drunk.
No, we've been drinking water, so it's all good.
See you after the jump.
See you shortly.
So you join us live out the back of the Odyssey, where we're consoling a crying Neda. The Empire has fallen.
The Empire strikes back.
Neda is out of the game.
Oh my god, we
Reaction?
predicted it.
We did predict it.
Arissa, you ruined that. No, you didn't.
No.
You made it better because it seemed kind of boring at first, and when who was it, Dylan and Jackie got whatever, it's like, who
cares about them?
And then
Not even Arissa Cox. Yeah, we know.
Like, we knew something was afoot.
You put us on the edge of our seat, Arissa Cox. Literally, we were
Yes.
falling off a sofa nearly tonight.
Right, let's build up to it because it's too much to take on in one go. So the start of the episode, the beauty and the Greek. That's good, isn't
And
it?
Lady and the Champ and Will and Kev's Excellent Adventure. Movie puns.
That's not that. Will and Kev and Bill and Ted doesn't quite work. What did you think of Arissa's dress tonight?
Oh, I thought it looked a bit like Gary's jumper from his promo shots made into a glitzy dress. I liked it.
What are we saying? Chic?
Chic.
Arissa, you got a chic from us.
Ding!
And the way you handled that Neda interview was seamless. Anyway, off you go. Off you pop.
That's that.
So, poor old Emily was going, was trying to save her skin. Remember her?
Oh, yeah. When she...
Emily, what a night to go out on.
Oh, God, she's out. I forgot. Jesus, yeah, she's gone now. Good. Did she even get an eviction interview? I can't remember it. So it just happened.
When she did her speech or whatever, and that was when William cuddled Kevin and he went, fuck you.
During the speech?
Yeah, after the speeches, when Kevin didn't use the veto. Fucking hell, it's only an hour ago we watched
Can't
this.
remember it. Too much just happened seriously.
William cuddled Kevin, he went, fuck you, in his ear. It was good.
Yeah, I have got that.
Yeah.
This is when Emily said that Kevin was in an alliance and that outed him for not sticking with Dylan and Emily. Was that was the veto ceremony, was it?
Yeah, just
Fucking
after.
hell, I thought that was the eviction.
Know, just after.
Christ
and
almighty.
then in the diary room, William said, screw you, Kevin Martin. That's good. Use someone's full name, I think, when you say screw you.
You really mean business when you're using the surname.
And Emily said she was part of the worst alliance of all time. Well, especially when you're just like a bolt-on person at the end. You're not even part of the alliance. You're not in the core 6. You're like the core 8 or something. Like core 6 plus like an add-on. Gaz is just using his like Vicks inhaler. He's not snorting cocaine.
You can't do that. What about Emily pushing Bruno away?
Oh, yeah.
Bruno went mad, didn't he?
Bruno's got some issues. Don't you think he's got like a real aggressive little nasty side to him?
Yeah,
First there was
supposed
kicking
to
that washing.
beat up some washing,
Yeah,
some laundry.
There was that kicking out. But remember in his own series,
What happened?
he had a massive go at Sarah the Stoner one week. He went right mad at her. It was in the storeroom as well.
Really?
And you know that storeroom is a hotbed.
For strategy.
For strategy.
For last minute strategizing.
And anger, and he had a proper go at her there. And I think he's got a hot temper, that young man. No wonder he looks so old. He's all stressed out. And then Bruno said, "Oh, Emily, that's not cool with me, what you said." And Dylan said, "Don't cuss at her like that." What did he say? "That's not fucking cool with me," or something. And then Bruno goes, "We're on the same team."
Yeah.
It's not really the same team if your own team don't really care if you go or live or die or whatever, is it? It's like, okay.
Yeah, but this was the point where Kevin had to come in and say, "You're sorry, right?"
He's like, "Can't you see it from my side?"
Yeah, why didn't Kevin just say, like, seriously, because if I had saved you, someone else from the Alliance was going to go out. But he didn't lay it out there.
Someone more important.
Yeah.
You know, come on. Basically, that's
as much as we don't like Bruno, but he is a returning player. Like, give him his due.
And then, what? Fuck knows. Fuck that. It's boring anyway. And then Kevin went up to William and he said, "Oh, I haven't been playing you." And William's like, "Oh, well, I've got to try and keep him on side because I want Kevin's vote to get rid of Dylan." That didn't really work out that well.
Kevin said he chickened out.
Yeah. But it's true because Kevin hadn't even told his own alliance what he was doing. So it did seem like Kevin was kind of considering his options, but who knows?
I don't think he was.
Who knows with Kevin? He's such a snake. And now William said, "Now you can be my boy toy. Watch your back." And in the diary room he said,
"Bye.
I hate you."
I hate you.
We love William and his Frenchness. It's like when he cuddled him and he went, "Fuck you." Normally he'd be like, "Oh, it's all right, mate. Don't worry." He was like, "Fuck you."
Nedda was... this is when Nedda, in the bedroom, started to have a go at Emily for throwing Kevin under the bus. Now, what is this bus that everyone's talking about being thrown under?
I think it's that bus that Lisa and David were on a BBUK and they went,
"Oh, they were dressed as aliens."
In the monsters or aliens, whatever it was.
What about that bus that Benazir got home that year when she wasn't a housemate yet?
How long has she been in the house? A week or
not? Yeah, or not even an official housemate.
So Emily went in and she's like, "Hey, are we cool, everyone?" Everyone looks at her like with hatred in their eyes. And Nedda looked fucking furious. She was like
Nedda was raging about someone's actions that she couldn't control. Yeah, doesn't sound like her.
She was shaking and her leg was going as usual. And she reminded me of like Jabba the Hutt, like sat there with obviously not as fat, but it's like not even a percentage as fat. But she was like sat there with all her minions around, like just controlling everyone. It was fucking annoying. And she was going, "Oh, but who would have been the replacement nom? Is that not selfish of you to throw one of us under the bus?" It's like, well, like you wouldn't be selfish in that situation. It's only one fucking person who wins the money and the brick vouchers.
Nedda hasn't done anything selfish in that game.
No.
What is the name of the game? Betrayal. Dylan ought to tell her that.
Yeah, and then Emily goes, "Oh, I'm not part of this alliance." I was like, "No, you're not."
Oh, that's where... Is that where Emily goes, "So I'm going to go now."
Good day.
Yeah, you are.
No, before she said that, she said, "Promise me, you guys, you're going to vote for me to stay." Yeah.
And everyone just looked around.
Jackie started
I like those bed sheets from the brick.
Yeah. Jackie started passing biscuits around. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, Bruno and Dylan were sharing some chicken nugs.
And some pizza on the front.
That looked nice, didn't it? Bruno said he's got to pump Dylan's tyres.
Rather him than me.
And then they all come around Dylan going, "Yeah, man, we got your back," and all this crap, didn't they? Nedda and Kevin were cuddling Dylan.
I got Cindy.
"Come on, champ."
Yeah, Cindy said the champ's back.
Yeah, the champ.
And Nedda said you don't even need to campaign.
Yeah. Nedda,
oh, fuck.
You needed to campaign, though.
You know what came next, don't you?
What? Boxing?
Filler task. Dylan teaches boxing.
I know. Come on. All that shit that went on tonight and we have to sit through this bullshit.
I know.
Fuck off. Nedda said, "I don't like the feeling of sweat on my skin." So how did she go out with John Pardy for all those years? You know he's one of those who rains on you when he's having sex.
That is filthy.
I've not been with one of those for a while.
Grim.
Gross.
Dylan's one of them as well.
Ew, it's the worst.
He's literally perfect.
Anyway.
And then Dre. Oh no, here we go.
Yes.
No, then they had to wear boxing gloves till bedtime.
I like the toothbrushing with the boxing gloves on and the showering. Like, couldn't you just wait to have a shower till after the boxing?
They're just making scenes, aren't they?
storyline in.
Yeah, storyline.
How are you going to wash your bits with boxing gloves on?
Ooh, great difficulty.
You've already got to wear your underpants in there, so Ted doesn't see you ghoulies.
Dre was trying to pick up ice and getting frustrated about it. That was the only fun thing
that was funny.
But then the core six started to kind of reconvene and try and reel back in Ike and Dimitri's, it felt like.
They were all sitting outside talking, and then Dre and William came out, and Dre's like, "Ooh,
there's like a meeting."
I love the fact Dre and William don't think to like just go and sit there and chat. They're just like, "Ooh,"
then kind of move away, and then they went back to the HOH room, and William was like, "It's not like they were talking about their family."
But I don't think Ika and Dimitri were really back with that. Like, they're just keeping their options open.
Yeah, being like a spy.
They're in between, in the middle, the cheesy middle.
Mm-hmm.
Arista said, "Stay tuned for MacGyver later."
That's something they talk about in The Simpsons. I don't think that was a real thing.
I think they did a redux of it or whatever,
like a dark
new version, like Inspector Morse or whatever.
I thought it was a season premiere or season finale. I don't
know. So Dylan was wearing what looked like an orange prison jumpsuit. That's a good look for him, I think. And hold on, who said we're all beautiful people and so attractive? All of us are.
Really?
Dylan who said that.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know who's been telling him that, but they lied, honey.
Why were they all wearing sportswear? It was like they were going to do an endurance task, but they just did the like socks on up and down a step task.
It's because
for the second time this year,
Big Brother Canada is subliminally sponsored by Under Armour.
I thought, right.
It was for that rope thing, the task sponsored by Beats.
Guys, everyone Gaz thinks Under Armour is a brand in Canada. I think Under Armour was like a task, like a competition they did earlier in the series.
Under Armour is a brand here too.
Is it?
Yeah. It's that thing that looks like an X. Dimitri wears it.
I thought it was like...
Oh, you thought it was like a name of a task?
Yeah, I think it was like one of them Divergent ones.
I thought you just thought that they'd sponsored a task and they'd been given the clothing.
I thought
you thought it was like
yeah,
we're going to play Under Armour.
Yeah. Was it not that?
Right now. No, it wasn't.
Okay. I'm wrong there, Twitter. Just forget I said that. So, Emily left. She looked... What?
Next, Emily left.
She looked surprised.
She was shocked.
Leaving.
Emily, what?
She was shook. Dylan was crying. And then Emily talked to Arissa about her special friendship with Dylan.
Yeah.
I seen that pre-Jory Flops Twitter, and it weren't no friendship because I seen them frigging off under the covers.
Arissa asked if it was a real thing.
Yeah. What did she say?
I can't remember. Yeah.
And then Arissa's like, "Oh, who do you want to win?" And she's like, "Oh, either Dylan or Bruno." But Bruno was like having a go at you, and then in his goodbye message, even Bruno was mean to her. So, like, I was with you up until this point, and then blah blah blah.
Yeah, but
blah.
like, if you're Emily, who you actually got in there to like and want to win? I mean, maybe
True.
Jackie.
And Karen said, "You're not one of these mean bitches like the rest of them."
I love it when Karen brings it with a straight talk.
And then Dylan did like a really sappy message, but he's rubbing his hands in a really creepy manner. Ooh, disgusting.
Well, this is when we found out that Neda's immunity was over, and I've noted that the studio audience were elated.
They gasped. But, you know, Neda's a really good player, so I think that she'll be absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. I know that you got this, Neda. Don't worry about it.
Just keep contouring.
Neda, you got a really strong alliance. They all like you genuinely as a person. They got your back.
That's a problem,
isn't it? They're not terrified of you whatsoever. They're desperate to get you out.
Even the audience were terrified of Neda when she came out. Even they were clapping, even though they hate her.
You can't fucking rule your alliance by fear and then be surprised when they get given an opening and get rid of you. Because if you actually had genuine friendships with people, they wouldn't vote you out.
Like William and Dre, I don't think they'll ever turn on one another.
Never, ever, ever. And Ika and Dimitri wouldn't either.
No. I need to feel... What have I got? Before or after? This is the next HOH, wasn't it? Straight into the next HOH.
Hold on. When Arissa said Neda's immunity was over, Ika and Dimitri...
Oh, they were looking at each other like, now's the time.
Crab eyes. Full-time crab eyes right there. So before after... They've already done a before after shit thing.
Up and down on the steps.
Stop that.
Yeah, but it's no fun if you haven't got Gary wanting to emote.
That's true. His life is gourmet, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So they all had their socks on, but they're like those those sports socks.
You don't like them sports socks, do
I
you?
hate them. How do you know that? We talked about that.
You mentioned them.
I fucking hate those socks. Because you wear them and then you go down the shop and they're like all under your foot. They don't stay up.
Mine fit me all right.
I hate those sports. I'm not cut out
You
for
can get those
sports.
ones that have a little bit of gel that sticks to your heel.
Ugh.
They're the really small ones.
Ugh.
Yeah, you wouldn't like them.
That sounds awful. I don't like anything to do with feet. It's disgusting. Anyway, so what happened? So it was before or after? Oh god, I was shitting myself because the final two was Kevin and Sindy, and I thought, well, they ain't gonna do fuck all because they're Nedda's little bitches.
No, but I was like, hang on a minute. Nedda has been wearing Sindy down from like last week when she sat her on the sofa in the corner and wouldn't let her move. Nobody put Sindy in the corner and was like, hey, you can't walk past here without giving Sindy an insult.
That's not
Nedda had that come in.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it was Sindy that, well, not only Sindy,
Partially.
like her too, yeah.
Sindy makes a big move once again. First Jordan Parha, now Nedda. And actually at exactly the same point, because Jordan Parha was first person to jury and Nedda is first person to jury. But last time, straight after Jordan Parha went, Sindy was second person to jury. So she might go out next week.
I hope not.
But then she banged Jordan Parha and Geordie in jury. Geordie Shaw.
I thought this was going to bang Nedda,
he
though.
was a virgin too.
No.
Yep. I know, it's surprising because he's so handsome. So anyway.
So yeah, it came down to Sindy and Kevin and it was a tie break. Mm-hmm. What was left to answer? I can't even remember.
Fuck knows.
Some number
Something
thing.
without going over.
And Cindy came
way
under.
She said 22.
Oh, I know what it was. It was how many balls they'd had to throw in that high school task.
New balls, please.
Gary's blue balls that he was whipping at people.
And
they were starting to count it as if they could work it out. You could never work that out.
Cindy put 22 and Kevin put
192 or something.
That was way over. Come on now. Maybe Kevin didn't want to actually be HOH though in that double, because you don't get all the perks. You don't get the HOH room.
That's true.
You know, you don't.
Actually, yeah, I can see Kevin not wanting to be in that position.
Yeah, exactly. He's a fucking snake. So then I noticed at this point Arissa was talking really, really fast. Like, you know,
we're running out of time.
Terms and conditions apply. Text messages cost £7. It's like that. So Cindy nominated.
Text message cost £7.
It is like that. Like, to vote for have-nots. 10 entries per person. It's like that. Anyway, Cindy nominated Dylan and Jackie. It's like, oh, who cares? Like, seriously, it's like, if Dylan or Jackie, if we watch the next 3 episodes and Dylan nor Jackie were in it, I wouldn't even notice, would
Me
you?
neither. Oh, yeah, I forgot she nominated them first.
Yeah. You're like looking at your notes, like, what are you talking about? So the veto was wired for veto.
Oh, you got the name.
And it was, I'm a professional.
Sponsored by Beats.
Yeah, and it was like, you know,
Actually,
our old favourite, untangling your headphone wires in your bag.
It's like spooling around all over again.
Now, it's good to be small for this task. This is not a good task for Dylan. Dylan was like
struggling. That was laborious.
Karen was not doing well either.
No.
The music,
even in the underarm, she wasn't helping her.
The music on that task was dreadful.
Oh, I quite liked it.
What? I put as sub wub wubs.
It wasn't wub wubs.
It was barely wub wubs. It was like sub wub wubs. So I just knew at that point that Jackie was going to win. Did you? Because it had to. No one cares.
Well, if we thought it was going that way, then it kind of had to be.
It had to. There's no way anything else could have happened.
I was elated that Jackie had won.
I was. It's like Jackie just stumbled into that.
Jackie, I feel so betrayed.
Jackie's so boring, but Jackie just stumbled into that and then she didn't know what was going on, but it didn't matter.
But give her due. She went for that and she actually took it to get herself off the block. I don't like Jackie, but...
Yeah, Jackie.
It resulted in a beautiful finale.
So, hold on, I'll just scroll back up by accident.
So here we go.
Yes, here we go.
Jackie's won it,
This is the bit that we
basically.
were around
And this is where it
watched
kicks.
7 billion times.
Kicks off big time. We've watched it 7 billion times and it
got-
does not get old.
We have got this word for word. So this is like during the commercial break.
Oh yeah, a lot can happen during a commercial break.
Oh god, I would love to see more of this. I would have killed
unedited.
to see more of it.
I want to see the uncut DVD.
The extras. So I could go up to Cindy and she said, you gotta put her up, get her out. And Cindy went, yeah. And then Nedda just suddenly walked up.
Did she tell you to put me up?
Yeah. And Cindy was like, I don't know what to do. And Nedda's
Cindy,
like,
please don't
do
do
that. And then Ika looked back over her shoulder, didn't she? As soon as Cindy went, yeah, Ika just walked off.
Yeah.
Didn't she?
I thought I've got it.
But
And then
Hold
Go
on.
ahead. What happened next?
We're just going to cut to the storeroom. I believe there's some last minute strategizing going
some
on.
deep game talk going on in the storeroom.
Or is it just
A cat fight or a bun fight. Whatever it is, it's enough to make Dimitri's wrists go limp.
So Neda just ran up to Sindy in the storeroom, proper intimidating. She was like right over her. And
Sindy wanted a time out in the storeroom. Wasn't going to have it, was she?
Sindy looked so scared the whole time. Neda went, "We've got your back. We don't lie in this game." And then Ica walked in, and Neda's like,
Can we have a moment, please?
And then Ica's like, no.
Gold.
And then Neda goes, "Don't tell her to put me up. What's wrong with you?" And she went, "You talk trash about Sindy every day."
Yeah, what about Neda?
Yeah.
Never spoke trash
Oh,
about
yeah,
Sindy. Never
to
told
her
people
face.
to talk trash
Yeah.
about her to her face, in front of her.
And then Ica said, "She will ruin this alliance." And suddenly Bruno was there. Don't even see him arrive in
He's
the
just
room.
refereeing
He's
the
just there
conversation.
mopping his brow,
Yeah.
looking so stressed.
More hair falling out, visibly.
And then Neda goes, "Ica, keep rolling your eyes. Girl, bye."
Girl, bye.
And then you notice Ica's prophecy coming into play once again.
Ah, yeah. When Ica tells you you're going, you are going.
You are going. Don't
But
you?
before she told her she was going, she
Yeah.
said, "You are really an ugly person on the inside."
Ooh, and
Neda said that about Ica,
yeah.
actually, which I think is more accurate about Neda.
It is. And Ica said, "You're going home again. Mark my
words.
words. I promise you you're going home."
Your whole existence is trash.
No, hold on first. Look, we did watch this 10 times.
No, she said,
Neda's-
"You're going home.
Yeah.
Mark my words.
Yeah.
Your whole existence
Yeah,
is trash.
No,
I promise you are going home."
I promise you you're going home.
Right.
No.
Cassandra had it. You don't have the votes.
Yeah.
Gary had it.
Yeah.
You don't have the vote numbers
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
And now Neda has been told by Ica Wong she is the philosopher of BB Can.
You're going home, but you missed out.
What did I miss out?
Neda said to Ica, "Say some of your stock phrases."
So I'd like to buy some of Ica's
Yeah.
stock phrases. You can buy them on IcaWong.com.
IcaWong.com is good. And Neda was the first to say you're trash, and then Ica said your whole existence is trash, which is nice. And then it cut back to Arissa, and Arissa said, "Wow, some last minute strategizing going on there." It's like, okay. So then they're all back on the couch. I've said
Time for Sindy to pick a replacement.
Jackie used the POV.
Oh, sorry.
Stop forgetting Jackie
I
exists.
can't remember she's there.
I put Sindy looks sick with an S.
Shook with an S.
The part of this magic was just watching people's faces.
As it
was
unfolded.
just fucking Dylan. I know Dylan is such a crap housemate, but his face as he processed these different emotions, like I'm actually not going home, like Neda is gonna fucking go home. It was just, it was beautiful. So hold on. So so Sindy stood up and Cindy's like, "I can't do it," and Arissa said, "You can and you will."
No, we thought Arissa did really good at kind of encouraging Sindy to make that decision.
She sounds kind.
Yeah.
Like if it was Emma Willis, she'd be like, "Yeah,
Do it, about to fall off air.
yeah." But Arissa like does it. I don't know. It's just
It's
something
kind of like
nice.
a soft tone to her voice, which
Yeah.
like you feel like
It's
safe.
It's like when the Pax brothers tried to like evict themselves. Arissa like looked after them. Oh, and this was when we heard the crowd all starting to get into it, and
Yeah.
we were like, "Oh my god, can the crowd actually hear it?" And then you said they can see it.
They can actually see
'Cause
it.
They could see Arissa and they could see the crowd. It's
Now,
like, fuck.
Can we make a segue into my BB Can Odyssey for
Yes.
today?
Sure.
This was my Odyssey for today that we were going to discuss. And it's about how, like, the public on the outside can affect the house on the inside.
Idiot general public.
The idiot general public. And it doesn't happen much outside of the UK, right?
No.
Because it's a completely different setup.
They should
for a
have no
start.
part in it.
And we've got a complete mob outside that house.
Loonies and anoraks.
So, like, now it's commonplace for us to chant. We might have even discussed
Get someone out.
this before. Like, get someone out.
I'm
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, we have discussed this before. But it doesn't really happen on BB Can. Apart from last week, Neda heard a reaction from the crowd, which led her to come on to saying this, like, "Oh, please don't hate me, Canada" thing on the live feed. And it happened again this week. Yeah, but it's it's got another dimension because behind Arissa on the screen, you can see the audience clapping and
cheering,
like being happy that you've like fallen off of your pedestal.
Imagine. But pedestal is the right fucking word for that, completely. Yeah. So Sindy said, I vote to evict Nedda. Kevin went straight over to Sindy and cuddled her. Did you notice that? True gamer. Dylan put his arm around Nedda and cuddled her. And
she was rigid.
She was. That was one of the funniest moments. Nedda stood up. She said, "You 100% made the wrong choice. This girl, i.e. Ica, is going to ruin everyone's game." And when she said that, the crowd started booing. And Ica stood up. She's like, "Thank you, Canada." That was so good. That was so fucking good. So then they all got called in to vote.
Yeah.
The only fucking person who voted to evict Dylan was Jackie. Jackie's no idea what was going on.
William said, "My God, I need subtitles right now."
That was good. And when Jackie went in, Arissa said, "Nice necklace."
Ica's nomination was classic. You said it would make a good gif.
Oh, yeah.
She did a kind of hair flip.
She was like, I hate people who go Queen, but it was Queen. Like, it was Queen. Yeah. She went, I vote to evict Nedda. Did she say fuck you?
We couldn't like quite tell. Maybe fucking...
She was just... she was like elated. But Kevin and Bruno, Nedda's best friends in the house. Oh, and Sindy, her very best friend in the house, put her up on the block. Kevin, I
don't blame Sindy though.
Nor do I. Kevin and Bruno, I vote to evict my girl Nedda. She's hardly your girl, is she, when you're voting to evict? Yeah, exactly. Backstabbing fuckers. Kevin and Bruno were also doing the exact same thing to each other, so just wait, because it will happen.
Dre went in and threw her hands up and went like, I vote to evict Nedda. Like, why are you fucking asking me?
I love Dre's reaction for the whole thing. She's just totally pan-faced. Karen come barreling in.
She looked like me when I'm trying to find my bed in the dark.
So then Arissa goes, well, that does it. So they cut back to Nedda, and Nedda starts like waving, going, it's me, basically. She didn't say that, but it was
Dylan still thought it was him though.
Yeah, Dylan's like, well, I'm a big target. I'm a meat shield. And when they said by a vote of whatever it was, 5-1 or 7-1 or whatever, the look on Ica's face, I've never seen such
joy.
A look of happiness on. She looked like every Christmas had come up. Like even if she wins it, she could never look as happy as that moment. She was just, oh my God,
grinning like a Cheshire cat.
But it was absolutely, like I was saying, did I say this on the podcast or did I say this just before? It's not often you actually get that vindication of someone's been such an arsehole and they've evicted Gary. Cassandra, I don't even like Cassandra, but she's still entertaining, like, and just been so cold about it and just been not a nice person.
Just to be taken out.
And just
cleanly lopped off.
But sometimes that person will go all the way to the end and win the money and you're just like, oh, it's so unfair. But when it actually is like, oh, karma's a bitch. I fucking hate that. But karma is a boomerang, as they said once on BBUS. It is like, how often do you get that come up? It's like the comeuppance. That's what you get in a soap opera or in a film, but you don't always get it in Big Brother, do you?
Not in reality TV.
Did we say this earlier? I feel
no,
like
we didn't say that earlier.
But it's like, it's just so delicious to get that moment, and we should just enjoy it.
We have watched that so many times now. It's been brilliant every single time. That was gold. That was Big Brother gold. That was TV gold.
I want to look on Twitter about all the reactions because it's been so good.
I feel sorry for the people that are not watching this.
I pity you. So then what happened? Oh God, Nedda come out.
Nedda came out in hot Dayglow Under Armour.
Same thing Bruno was wearing. I did feel, come on, did you not?
Lindsay went soft and started to feel sorry for Nedda because she was crying.
She was devastated. She was devastated.
She was a husk of a woman, but I didn't care.
She was proper like
Devo.
Like she was proper like shoulders shaking, like crying, wasn't she?
Like a winded child.
And then Arissa's like, so are you shocked to be out?
She said, I'm not in shock. I'm just sad I fucked up so bad.
I lasted an hour.
I lasted an hour of being sick. Yeah.
That is a good point.
Now, Arissa said, you do forget you're a legend.
Yeah. And she said, everyone give her a round of applause, and no one did.
Didn't really.
They already
They were clapping her, but like, yeah.
And then Neda said, Ika's just a backstabbing little... She didn't finish. But then she said, I don't know how I came across to Canada. So she obviously...
That is why Neda was crying.
Yeah.
She's worried that she's fucked up a public image.
Oh, she has.
Now, if you are interested, I've heard there's a 75% off sale at blackandsaint.com because she can't shift that for love nor money.
It's like Ivanka Trump's like fashion line. It's just it's totally fucking dead. Oh, poor Neda. No, come on. You'd have to be pretty cold-hearted to not feel sorry for her at the end.
I don't.
She looked genuine. You don't.
I don't feel sorry for her.
Oh
Do you know why I don't feel sorry for her? She took out Cassandra. She took out Gary.
Dallas.
She took out... No, I don't care about Dallas. But she took out all the people I like to watch. She's fucked up my show, and then she's had the audacity to be fucking voted out, which I don't want her to the end. But like, she's fucked up and fucked off.
On another podcast I was listening to, they said, and it was last week's, but they said, imagine if on the double eviction, Neda is up to be evicted, and she gets evicted. They said it won't be satisfying to not see her like fight for her life for a week. And I completely... Exactly.
That was so satisfying.
Yeah, exactly.
To see her cleanly taken out.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. They're biased because they're friends with her. Because it's Jordan Parhar's podcast. I know. But I just thought, no, it's perfect.
She has been ruling that house.
Yeah, it's perfect for her not to get the chance because she's had it her own way for so long.
Yeah, it reminded me of when... do you remember when America took out Saddam Hussein? And that statue got... That bronze statue got pulled down. It was like that. The rule of terror was over.
Hold on, wasn't that statue Gaddafi, or was it?
No, it was Saddam Hussein for sure.
Oh,
Gaddafi.
Neda Hussein. Fucking hell, man. That is dark. Yeah, Neda.
Oh my god.
No, but think about it. She's got to spend a whole week in jury
house
on her own, crying, playing board games by herself, solitaire.
What does go on in that jury house when they're by themselves?
I don't know. I'd love to know. So, but I like the way Arissa throughout the whole thing was just relentlessly like perky. She's like, "Oh well, see you later. You're still a legend." And she's like, "You're our first member of jury." And then when Neda walked off,
her shoulders were up and her head was down. It was
she
like
stumbled off.
It's like when
a drunk.
Like a drunk. I thought it was like when a child's been injured in the playground and they have to just go off to find the nurse.
No,
the school nurse.
What do you think Neda's wasn't? Do you think? Do you think people feel sorry for her? Or...
No.
Like on the whole, everyone's happy.
I think on the whole, people are happy. We don't know because we've been in a social media blackout. We haven't seen Twitter, so we don't know what's going on.
We have not
out there in the outside world. We've been
all opinions.
In the vacuum of the Odyssey. Oh yeah, Arissa did go. You're off the Odyssey to her. Harsh.
Oh dear. So that was it, really. What else did you have in your Odyssey, or did we do the Odyssey?
We've done my Odyssey. It was about the outside contact.
Okay.
Outside contact breach.
I wonder who HOH is. Are you going to look or not?
Oh, that was an endurance task that we could have watched on the live feed, but we are behind because of you fuckers listening now.
What?
Sorry, I mean, we keep ourselves away from it because we want to give our listeners more enjoyment.
It's because we like the enjoyment of finding out.
We like to find out together, but I do like having the fresh opinion and reaction for the listeners as well. If it weren't for the listeners, I wouldn't do it.
Man, we're doing it for the... Dimitri, take your shirt off for the fans. It's like that. Oh, Gaz, don't watch the live feed for the fans. Get over yourself.
Now, we might do some live reaction videos sometime in the future.
I'm not sure. I've not agreed to this.
It's my thing.
What? Actual videos of us watching it? That is...
Tweet it.
Oh,
if you want to see that, retweet for you.
No, that is so vain. It's like, we're old. We don't want our faces on things.
Not that old.
Well, you're not as old as me, but still, shut up. Gaz said I've got a very strong Northampton accent tonight. I'm pissed off about this. I don't have a strong accent. I've got no accent, in fact.
Now, any listeners in Northampton, if you can verify that.
No, people don't understand how to download podcasts in Northampton.
They've got dial-up still. I'm not from far away, so I can tell.
You're not from the faraway tree. That was good though, wasn't it?
It was good. I think it's been a really good week of BB Can.
That was fun. That was
gold.
Fun. Like Dre's plan to try and get Bruno out. That was fun.
Dre's come up in the game.
Yeah, that was
We've got
fun.
Deadwood out in Emily.
Yeah, that's true.
We've got Neda out, who was ruling. Her rule of terror was over.
So how do you think Neda's alliance is going to fall now? Are Kevin?
That's the point.
Yeah. Are Kevin and Bruno going to stick with Sindy, Ica, and Dimitri, or will Ica and Dimitri go their own way? You know, it's quite a risky move
this
to get Neda.
This is going to change a lot.
Yeah, because Neda was like the linchpin in control of that whole situation.
And none of them liked her. It's really interesting, isn't it?
Her telling them what to do.
I wonder where Sindy will go. Ica will bring Sindy in, surely.
Ica seems very friendly with Sindy.
Yeah.
And Ica was fed up of having to evict, going, oh, I sadly vote to evict, blah, blah, blah. I sadly vote to evict this person. She was fed up with it.
So we're going to have William, Dre, Dimitri, Ica and Sindy forming an alliance now, maybe.
Ooh, but Cindy's very tight with Kevin.
Kevin Webby is too much of a loose cannon. He's playing everyone in there, and William knows it, so he's not going to bring them towards their alliance.
Imagine if they
maybe Kevin will go next.
Yeah, imagine if Kevin and Bruno got Neda out, and then they target Kevin and Bruno next. That'd be sweet. Who else is there? Karen. She's like on the side of good. Yeah,
the side of good.
Shit, I think Bruno, Sindy, and Kevin have just fucked their own alliance, haven't they?
Yeah, but I think Sindy will make her way into this alliance.
Yeah.
But I think the ones in trouble are Bruno and Kevin.
So why did
Bruno
they
has
Neda?
made no personal connections or game connections with the other side, right? And who's the last one? Jackie is still there.
And Dylan.
And Dylan.
But they're nothing. They'll
Jackie.
go wherever.
So they've got Jackie on the other side. You've got Jackie, Dylan, Bruno, and Kevin, right?
Yeah, Kevin.
So Kevin's sort of in the middle.
Yeah, Kevin and Bruno have been trying to keep Dylan sweet, haven't they? But Jackie now, I don't know about Jackie. Jackie's for the taking, I think.
But Dre, Ica, Dre, William all hate, and Karen all hate Jackie.
That's true. Yeah, and hating someone brings you closer together as a group. So that's true.
You can bond over hate.
But even now, it's Neda's side had the numbers and they were quite strong. Now they feel quite disparate.
I think so. Yeah.
God, they hated Neda so much. Now. They hated Neda so much that they actually fucked their own alliance. Cindy was in Neda's alliance and she evicted her. That is insane.
The way she's treated Cindy is disgusting, though.
Neda, your social game is appalling, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
And I think she's probably having massive regrets now because she's clearly worried about what Canada think. And she won't find out for how many weeks?
But to be fair to her, come on, let's be fair. She was a good player in her own season and she should have won her own season.
Mm-hmm.
This season... Yeah. Actually, this season she has been terrible. She played way too hard. If she'd have just got that pass to Jury and just kept her fucking mouth shut.
She couldn't, though.
She wanted to win every fucking thing. She won HOH, veto, everything. Why didn't she just settle down and just keep her mouth shut? She just wanted to be a mastermind.
Yeah, look what that's got her.
Bye, Neda.
Girl, bye.
Oh yeah, and when she said to Ica about rolling her eyes, it's like fucking hell,
she's the
man.
queen of eye rolling.
Yeah, I think Jesus.
She's got the most eye roll sound effects out of any housemate ever. Shing, shing.
I hope she gets a good square meal in Jury House as well. Cause
she's looking thin.
She looks very, very scrawny. Not to body shame her because she's an attractive woman, even if she is a cunt. Is there anything else to add?
I've got nothing else to add. I'm just looking forward to the next week and seeing what happens.
Happy Easter, everyone.
Yeah.
Or happy whatever you celebrate. You know, I'm not Christian myself. I just like eating Easter eggs.
We've had Maltesers chocolate bunnies tonight in celebration.
And a chocolate orange egg. No, just a chocolate orange. And we've not been as drunk tonight, so I hope that's been beneficial to you. Probably less amusing, but at least we can read our own writing. Thanks, Arissa, if you've got this far. You obviously haven't. But hey, let's do some shout-outs. Shout out being loud, louder, and louder. Shout out to Laurie, who tweeted me this week, as usual. Not tweeted, emailed. Who else? Arif, Joseph, who else?
I ain't got no one else.
No, there's loads. Oh, fuck, I can't think. Oh, Molly.
Which Molly? The one in the UK or the US?
Both. Jayhawk thingy. Who else? Come on, people treat you and shit.
I'll have to look at my Twitter.
Don't look at that.
To know
it's
their
boring.
names. I don't remember their names.
Stop being fucking rude about everyone on my podcast.
I'm only joking. I do, but I can't think of them now.
God, it's so rude. Who else? There's loads of people who always reach. Oh, Chrissy NZ.
Don't know her.
Ross.
Ross AK,
oh, yeah,
RK.
he's cool. Yeah. I just want to name some other people who I like Ren Thrace. I don't know who's been retweeting me lately, but I like him.
Yeah, I know him as well. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
Just click on
I've
one
got a
that someone's
message.
retweeted.
From Marissa Cox.
Oh, shut up. He's lying. He's making it
No,
up.
I'm not even lying. So you were saying that you felt sorry for Neda, and we said that the pod was coming, and she says, tonight, yes, cannot wait.
Did she do extra S's on the end?
Yeah, of course she did.
What else she said? Oh my!
I've been turning everyone I know onto you guys.
How come I
love you,
listen to such
Arissa.
shit then?
That shit was crazy though, right? We didn't even...
Show all of that screaming match.
Arissa, where can we see the rest of that screaming match?
my
We
God!
want to see that screaming match.
People think we're making this up, but this is actually true. She is actually messaging us.
We're actually going to form our own slideshow.
And we didn't even message her first. She messaged
Shut
us
up.
first. It's true though, she did.
That is true, but we don't need to brag about it on the podcast.
No, but it is really shocking. I know, I can't believe it myself.
This is so fun. Thanks for your messages,
But we're
Arissa.
still
We
gonna-
really appreciate that.
We do, but come on, we're still going to comment on your dress sense or whatever. We're not ass kissers.
Well, she's up to the game this week.
Wait.
She's listening.
We ain't bum lickers, you know. We're going to keep it real. Anyway, thanks so much for listening. Sorry if I missed you on the shout. Oh, what about the shout? You forgot about the shout out.
I got all the way down my messages and I got to the bit where I was calling out Raoul for saying that he was being ageist towards Karen, and that was it.
Fuck the shout outs. But hold on, we want to do the other bit. Follow me on
And what
Twitter.
about Polly USA?
Oh yeah, she's nice.
At USA Nancy. She's nice.
She's good. She's been a long time listener.
Long suffering.
Sounds like she's got any orders. Follow me on Twitter, light up VM.
Follow me on Twitter, BB_superfan.
Oh, you got to have an underscore. It's all the rage. Read my book, First Aid Kit Girl.
I read the blurb of that book and I said it sounds really good, didn't I? It's got a nice cover on it as well.
Didn't read the actual book. Yep, cover designed by Lee Batchelor.
I'm waiting for the audiobook.
Leave us a review.
Read by Arissa Cox.
Yeah, that'd be good. Leave us a review on iTunes.
Read us a review.
Where's Marshall and Mace gone? Bring back Marshall and Mace.
Where is Marsha? I'm really waiting for that. Because I got a good title for a podcast lined up for when she comes back.
Oh, cool. Anyway, this is a week ending. Don't ramble on. Thanks for listening.
Enjoy the eggs.
See you next week.
Bye.